so great to have you again back on our channel. My name is Amara.
And my name is Gospel.
Wow, today we will be having another conversation. So we'll be talking about being authentic to build a successful relationship. You want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to say yes to be authentic, no pretense.
Now, before we carry on with the conversation, let me just say, if you are new to our channel, please hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell. It's free, so you know when we put content out. And to all our returning subscribers, it's always a joy to have you back on our channel.
Yeah, you said we are talking about being authentic. I think we live in a world or age where there's so much pressure coming from social media. Everyone wants to belong, to prove that they've
feel among.
Yes, they've arrived and they've done all of those, and that makes a lot of people to pretend to be who they are
not. Yes, absolutely. So they pretend to have it all together. So you have like couples on social media, everything's all cool, everything's all fancy, but again, they try not to put out what they're actually struggling with. They try not to put it on social media. I'm not saying anyone should do that, but the thing is, they pretend about the issues in their marriage. They pretend that they are perfect, and they create that perfect picture
image,
a pseudo image,
of people whose life is so perfect and beautiful. Not just for married people. You see singles who, obviously, when you want to put out your content out there, maybe your pictures,
it has to be perfect.
You don't have to post the ones that are grumpy. You look for the best shots,
perfect shots,
and put them out there. There's nothing wrong with that. But when it comes to having an interaction with someone, where you build a relationship with somebody, you need to be real. You need to be genuine. You need to be yourself.
It's a good point that you raised, because I think this is something that is lacking in a lot of relationship, where people try to put on a facade and they kind of try to hide, their real the real person, and they try to kind of say, oh no, I've got it all figured out, everything is fine. So to find someone who is very authentic is very rare.
Very important point you've said there. The truth is that pretense can last for a period of time, but it's not going to last forever. Our idea is that when you want to build a relationship, you have to be yourself, not just for the relationship. In life, be yourself. You're not in a race with anyone. You're not competing with anyone. Life is all about you and how much you want to maximize who you are. It's for instance, before we got married, I met you as a normal person who was real, and that's one of the things I like about you.
Thank you.
What you see is what you get. And from day one, you were real with me. You showed me the real you. And when we got married, there were no surprises, because I know you, I understand when you're happy, I understand when you're angry, and you're blunt about how you feel. Yeah,
but it's not always the case in some relationship where you have this kind of perfect scenario that you're trying to paint. In some relationship, you get people who are in a relationship with someone that they hardly know, or someone that they were not patient enough to find out about them before they got in a relationship with them. Now, for some people listening to us right now, they might be in that same situation. So how do you expect that they deal with that issue?
Well, I think the point here is, there are a couple of videos we've done about test of love, test of character, test of competence, test of time. Give it time. You can pretend to be perfect and wonderful for a period of time, but you're not going to do that for a very long time.
Yeah, it's very hard to pretend.
Yes. And also, when someone is under undue pressure, the person unravel. For instance, if we are having conflict, if we're having issues, it tells me how you deal with your emotions. So at that point, you may not be able to put it all together.
That's true.
So that's why we encourage young people or those who intend to get married not to rush into marriage. I've seen people who rushed into marriage because it was all exciting, interesting. This guy is so perfect. They never got a clue of the character flaws that they had. And when they now got into marriage, they now said, oh, that side of him never showed. I didn't know he was like that.
Absolutely. Now, I know that we've moved on a little bit ahead of ourselves, but let's just back up a bit and just talk about being authentic. Where does it all start from? And I want to say that being authentic or being that person who is real in that relationship begins with you as an individual.
Yes.
It starts with you as a person. Do you believe in yourself? Because you have a lot of people who go into relationship, but they hardly believe themselves. They hardly believe in the capability that they have. Do you believe in your value? Do you stand strong in your faith? Because that's very important. Do you stand by what you believe? Now, pretense can get you into the relationship, but it cannot be forever. You cannot pretend forever, because you need to sustain that relationship, and that relationship cannot be sustained on the bedrock of pretense.
And one of the reasons people pretend to be who they are not, like you said, because they lack confidence in who they are. And if you've not discovered you, if you don't like your authentic self,
yes,
then it becomes difficult for you to even do well within the confines of your marriage. Because in marriage, you'll be second guessing.
That's true.
I don't know if my suggestion is the right one. I don't know if what I'm doing is happy about it. And you don't have a clue of what you need to stand for.
Yeah.
And such people can easily be influenced.
Yeah, true.
Now the hype and the in thing is who has money. For the ladies, you want to get married to someone who is rich,
who's established.
Exactly, because every of your friends, all your female friends are going for such a man.
Yeah.
And you don't have a core value.
Yeah.
You want to jump in the bandwagon.
Because I think it's all about security, because for a woman, they're all seeking security. But the thing is that you have to seek security on the right terms and in the right place. But first of all, you have to be sure of yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to be confident of yourself, because then you can now say, okay, there are certain things that I know that this is suitable for me. I can accommodate this. Now, when I say this with a bit of reservation, because some people might be listening to me right now and say, oh, does it mean that a lady now needs to be arrogant? No, it's all about you being confident in the woman that you are. And, just like what you were saying, you can't be swayed. You can be swayed to do things you don't want to do, or to make decisions you don't want to make, or to be in a relationship you don't want to be in, just because you are not even sure of what you are and who you are, and being confident in your own skin as a woman.
Yeah, not just for the women folk, but even for the guys. I know you've tried to be in a relationship with someone before, and she bounced you, she jilted you, and you've had series of shattered relationships. But the point is, that shouldn't make you change your perception about life and make you start to pretend to be who you're not. Maybe the person went for a rich person and you're not there yet. Be yourself. If someone likes you, let the person love you for who you are, not for what you have, or for the fame, or for all the externals.
Yep. Let me just add to what you said, because there's this thing called charisma. Some people have got that. They have a way of swaying people because they've got all of that all figured out.
I think it works more on the women.
Oh no, I don't think so. It could be both ways.
Yeah.
But the thing is, someone has a charming personality and it's so just fantastic. That person is just so fun to be with. But you know what? Charisma can get you to an enviable height, but it is not enough to keep you. Okay. It's fantastic to have such personality. I mean, some people actually go to learn, how can I be charismatic? How can I be better, in charming and all of those kind of things. The thing is that it can get your foot in the door. It can get you in a relationship, but it's not enough to sustain you in that relationship.
It can even get you into a point of getting married to someone.
Yes.
But then, having a successful marriage is different from getting married.
Yep.
Because you need solid character to be that person who is going to give his best and do his best for this other partner.
Another thing I think I should point out is that so many people, and I think the ladies are guilty of this.
Well, both.
It could be both. It could be both
gender.
ways.
Yep.
They overwork themselves trying to get that person's attention, trying to please that other person in the relationship. Again, this is tied to your self-esteem. This is tied to your self-confidence, because someone without a healthy self-confidence would always want to seek the approval of the other person. And I think this is dangerous in a relationship. You don't want to be the needy one in that relationship all the time, seeking affirmation. There are certain things that person in a relationship can do. There are boundaries that they cannot exceed because they are human. And if you keep seeking those affirmations constantly, it would be a bit draining for that individual in the relationship. So I think that, don't go into a relationship trying to seek, the approval or the endorsement of somebody at every single jump.
Mm-hmm. I also want to say that being yourself, being authentic, is not about showcasing the negative perspective or the negative side of you in terms of how you approach people, how you deal with people. We are saying being authentic. Some people will go out there and give you their mind, tell you what they feel. If they're angry with, they give it to you the way it is. They are telling you, whoever,
say, I'm being
this
real.
is me. If you don't want to take me for who I am, it's up to you.
Yep.
No, we believe, we've always talked about why you need to improve yourself.
Yep.
Why you need to be the best version of you.
Of yourself.
So being yourself doesn't mean being rude, being disrespectful. It means having that confidence to present yourself the way you are, not based on not based on the background you're coming from or who you're connected to. Just be yourself. If I came to you pretending to be rich, and maybe the time for wedding and expenses and different things came up, and you asked, okay, where's the money for this or that, and I didn't have it, it would be obvious that I was pretending. Although some guys could go all out to borrow money. I've seen people do that. Borrow money, be on loan, and pretend to have it all fixed together. I've seen guys who, they have flashy cars, they do all sorts, and ladies think this guy is rich, but they've been living on credit.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So for me, the best is be yourself.
Yeah.
Reveal who you are.
Time has a way of revealing things. So the thing is, you can lie about time because it's just a matter of time. That individual will find out, the real you. I think it's best to be yourself, irrespective of, what it is or what society is trying to throw at us in terms of what a good relationship or what a fantastic relationship should look like. And I would say your relationship is different from every other relationship. You have to create your journey. You have to create your narrative in your relationship because it's exclusively your relationship. And it's not an opportunity for you to begin to draw comparison, my relationship versus X relationship versus Y relationship, because the dynamics of every relationship is different.
I think what you're saying is, even in marriage, even within couples, there is need for married couples to be themselves. So my relationship with you is unique. I don't need to compare us to couple B.
Yep.
If they are going on holidays in wherever it is, Bahamas, Dubai, if we're not there yet, we don't have to put ourselves under pressure to impress them.
Yeah.
Because
it's a process.
It's our life, it's not their life.
That's
For
true.
us to have a successful relationship, we have to live an authentic life.
Within your means.
Within our means. If you don't have money, there's no need pretending. Put your children in very expensive schools because Mr. and Mrs. Smith or whoever have done that for their children. Don't live a fake life. Be real.
Be real. Now you're listening to us right there. You say, oh, I wish they touched on this. Oh, I wish they said that. Please tell us in the comment section. How do you think that one can be authentic in a relationship? What are your thoughts? Please share with us in the comment section. And if you're new to our channel, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you know when we put content out. And to all our returning subscribers, it's always a joy to have you. And on to the next time. You're too quick. It's goodbye.